High quality woodworking starts with sharp tools. So if you want to make amazing things out of wood, you first need to learn how to sharpen well. In this video, I'll show you what my process looks like. This chisel is quite dull, so I'll need to sharpen until the edge is fully sharp and polished. I've got a few different types of stones here, but for chisels, I usually just use a 1000 grit and 6000 grit stone. This stone needs to be soaked in water 20 to 30 minutes before I can use it. The stone needs to be perfectly flat, so I start by drawing lines on the surface, then use a diamond flattening plate until all the lines are gone. To hold the chisel, I pinch it between my index finger and thumb while supporting the handle with my ring finger and pinky. Then place 1 or 2 fingers from the other hand on the back to stabilize the bevel. I lock my wrist on the hand that's holding the chisel to maintain a consistent angle. Getting consistent sharpening results relies on holding the bevel at the same angle every time I sharpen. Not bending or twisting the wrist is key. The fingers on the back of the chisel are putting only moderate pressure down into the stone, just to stabilize the bevel. A lot of pressure isn't needed. If your fingers start to hurt, you're probably pressing too hard. When the blade edge is pressed firm on the stone, you'll see the slurry and water being pushed by it. This is how you'll know you're getting good contact. I'm finished with the rough stone when I have a consistent scratch pattern across the entire bevel. And I can feel a hook on the back of the blade called a burr. Now I'm ready to polish off the burr with my 6000 grit stone. Again, I start by flattening the stone. To make sure I'm flattening evenly, I rotate the flattening plate a few times. I also rinse off the flattening plate every time I use it, so as to not transfer grit particles between grits. I start polishing the back first by slowly pulling away from the cutting edge while keeping the back perfectly flat on the stone. Then I'll move on to the bevel side to start polishing back and forth until I fully remove the burr. I use one side of the stone for the back and the other half for the bevel. When polishing, I use even lighter pressure than I do on the rough stone, while still maintaining the blade perfectly flat on the stone. I use lighter and lighter pressure as I slowly progress through polishing off the burr. I like to finish my chisels on this natural stone. I wouldn't recommend this for beginners as they're quite expensive and temperamental, but this is just my process. I think this stone is quite beautiful, so I thought I'd show it. I know I'm finished sharpening when I have consistent shine across both sides of the blade, all the way to the edge with no burr or dull spots. Learning how to do anything well takes discipline and focus. So by slowing down and learning the skills it takes to sharpen tools by hand, you'll be training your body and mind in a way that will carry into every aspect of your woodworking and elevate everything you do. If you want to go deeper in this craft, I've got a list of resources as well as the sharpening supplies I used in this video in the description below. Thanks for watching.